Hello, fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today for this week's WIP and Chat. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. WIP, W-I-P, stands for Work in Progress, and this is mine. You are welcome and encouraged to go grab whatever you are working on and work alongside while I chat. Alternatively, you can just treat this as a podcast and listen while I chat. My project today is Jules and Vern by Mika Jelena. And this is my cute little steampunk girl with her owl. This is my oldest kit from my stash that I'm going to be working on. I am currently working on filling in all of the large black sections. So I'm working on this last black section here, and then we'll see what else I decide to do as I'm working, but that's where I'm working currently. So I'm going to rearrange things a bit, zoom into this section down here where I'm working so we can chat, and I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, let me start my timer. And like I said, as you can see, I've done a whole bunch of this black already. I have been pleasantly surprised about this black, actually. One of the reasons that I had avoided this kit for so long was because I thought the black was going to be bad. You know, I've heard so many horror stories about some of these older kits. This is a kit from 2020 and them having really bad black drills. And I actually have done a couple myself that were older like this around this time, and I bought my Good Witch, and it did not have very good black drills, and so that was part of the reason I was avoiding this one. But my Good Witch was square and this one is round, and so I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it, because these have actually been great. It's been going pretty quickly. I'm multi-placing them. My placement is not perfect, as always, as I straighten some of these, but you know, the black, you can't really tell. It kind of fades in. I can see clearly in here where I've got gaps and things under my studio lights, but where I work on my work table, I can't see it. So yeah, if I can't see it on my work table, I'm going to call it good. Okay. Let's start off with my life update. You guys, this one is going to be kind of a stream of consciousness WIP and Chat, because I did not make notes like I have typically been doing. My old WIP and Chats used to always be kind of free form stream of consciousness kind of things, because I didn't really write down any notes. And then I kind of got in the habit of writing notes because it just kind of kept my thoughts organized, which I thought was helpful. Today has just been kind of a crazy day. As we all know, YouTube time is weird, so I'm actually filming this a day before you guys are going to see it. Sometimes, you know, I film stuff even further ahead, but today, my WIP and Chats I typically film on a Saturday for release on Sunday. Just so, you know, I've kind of had a week for things to actually happen, so I have stuff to talk about in my WIP and Chat, because if I didn't have anything to talk about, it would be boring. Whew, today has been a doozy. So let's see, this week, everyone is healthy and well, as far as I know. Hubby's dad is still doing good. We heard from a realtor who is going to be checking some things out for us up there to see if there's anything kind of, you know, maybe he knows about that we don't, that we might be interested in buying. My husband and I have talked about buying something even while we're still down here. Our plan is to eventually retire up there at some point. You know, we wanted to go the PR route so we could take my son with us so that he would be up there. You know, we'd all be together kind of. My daughter didn't want to go. We're approaching the date, you know, waiting on the government to see what's going to happen with my son. We've talked about going up there this summer and just staying and seeing if we could speed up along the process by doing that. We don't know yet. But anyway, so looking for, you know, a place to buy, to live in, because whether we go now or we go later, my husband and I do plan to retire up there. So that was happening. What else has been going on? My husband was off on Thursday and Friday. It has been super cold here, too cold to work, which means that my son and I also did not go for our walks because it was too cold to walk. I feel kind of wimpy saying that. We probably could have gone out and walked, but it was like -9 with the wind chill, and I just thought, you know what, I just am not, not up for that. So we didn't go, and we have been having fun playing. I've told you guys before, we play role-playing games. We're learning a new one, and we're learning a new computer system, a new virtual tabletop system, and we've been playing with that and having a lot of fun setting it up. So we did a lot of that last night. I got some diamond painting in during the afternoon, and then we did that yesterday evening, and we were having a lot of fun. Went to bed, got up this morning, Saturday morning, and it is freezing in our house. Our furnace is on the Fritz, you guys. And of course, everybody's in the middle of this deep freeze. I guess not everybody, but I mean, they have a blizzard warning in LA. So, I mean, it seems like kind of crazy weather. You know, I'm panicking because what's it going to be like trying to get somebody to come out and service our furnace on a weekend? So it's going to be expensive, but I mean, we can't go without heat. So my husband called around. He actually fiddled with it a few times because, like, it'll come on and it'll run for 5 or 10 minutes and then it'll turn off. I mean, we have electric space heaters, so we're running those for the moment to try and, you know, it's not cold enough that our pipes are going to freeze yet. And I mean, it's the beginning of the day. It's early in the day when I'm filming this. We wondered whether or not it would be our gas pipe. You know, maybe that was causing the problem. One of the troubleshooting things said it could be, you know, the gas supply is somehow intermittent. But our water heater is also gas, and it seems to be working fine. So my husband called around, and actually, both places that we called are not busy at all. Both of them, the guys were just kind of sitting around doing nothing. So we've got someone that's kind of local to us. It's another small town that's not too far from us that's going to come over and check it out. He thinks it's just a bad sensor and he's just going to have to clean it off and we'll go on. So crossing my fingers that that's all it is. The other guy, where my husband had left a message, called us back. He also is not busy, but $240 an hour on the weekends for a service call. He's in the big city next to us, which is about 40 minutes away, which means it's going to be probably double that, 240, even if there's something very basic wrong, because I'm sure that hours includes his drive time, and it's going to take him 40 minutes to get here and 40 minutes to drive back, because I'm sure we'll pay for both of those. So my husband's like, well, I think I fixed it, because we already in the meantime had gotten a hold of the more local guy at the closer city to us. So my husband tells him that he thinks he fixed it. If he hasn't fixed it, if it keeps doing it, he'll call the guy back. And the guy's like, okay, no problem. I'm not busy, blah, blah, blah. He seemed to think it would be an easy fix too. So hopefully that's what it is. So yeah, crossing my fingers that he's going to be able to fix it quickly and hopefully inexpensively. I mean, relatively. I knew we were going to, as soon as I realized, because of course, why can't your furnace ever go out on a Monday morning? Oh no, it has to always be on the weekends. And I mean, I shouldn't complain. We've had very few problems with our furnace. Although last summer we had to pay to get a new coil in our air conditioner. So I told my husband maybe we talked before about getting a new furnace, you know, updating all of that, the furnace and AC, but we just hadn't done it because we didn't think we were going to be here for very much longer. We're now debating whether or not, instead of selling this house, we're going to keep it so we have some place to land when we're here in the States. Even if we end up moving up to Canada, it's a possibility that maybe my daughter or even my nephew, or maybe both, might end up renting it from us because they'll be working in the big city. Well, my daughter won't, but my nephew might, working in the big city that's close to us. So it would be cost effective for us and them if we could make that happen, but we'll see. So yeah, it's been kind of a crazy week already. It's just been super cold, so I kind of feel out of my routine because we didn't do all of our normal daily walks. You know, it's always weird when my husband is off for the week because it just messes with my routine, you know. Not that I mind having him at home, but it just, you know, it feels like a weekend because he's home. And then typically when he's home like that with an unexpected day off or whatever, we'll go do errands that we usually save for the weekends, because that way we don't have to do any running around on our weekends and he can just kind of relax on the weekend. But then that makes our you know, Friday feel like Saturday, Saturday feels like Sunday, and so on. And yeah, it just messes with my brain. I imagine it's somewhat like being a retired person, you know, you don't have to get up and go to work on Monday every day anymore. You don't have somewhere to be. It's a little bit weird. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else I need to tell you guys about my life update? School seems to be going well for my youngest, so he's marching on. I'm waiting to hear back about my taxes to see how much we're going to owe in taxes because it's tax time and isn't that always fun? And then, of course, as soon as I hand all my paperwork over, my daughter gets an updated W-2 in the mail. I really hate when they do that. I mean, I get it. It has to be accurate, and I understand, but it's like, man, I don't get do-overs. How come you guys do? So now I got to go get that to the person doing my taxes. I'm hoping we'll get a refund on federal, but I'm going to bet we owe state. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so I've got this big black section, this section, and then a section over here. But it's going pretty well. I'm actually really pleased with how quickly this has been going for as much black as is in this. I mean, I really think it's actually made me feel a whole lot better because I was so late getting started with this. I plan to do this one in August for the Meekathon then. But then she started doing one. This one, I guess, is called the Meekathon for Fun. So I don't know if there'll be another one in August or not. But, you know, it came around and I was like, well, I want to get this done anyway, so I'll just do it. I guess I'm just jumping ahead into my diamond painting update because I don't really have anything else to say about my life update at this point. So anyway, I decided I would go ahead and just jump into this one. And I was working on that Jeune Fille by Orloa, which I finished. So you guys will be seeing that finished shortly. But because I ended up kind of throwing that one in the mix, which I hadn't intended to do, it kind of threw off everything else. I mean, I'm feeling good about where I am for February. I finished the Jeune Fille. I finished the Penguin Trio. If you guys haven't seen that video, that one I just finished that. That's the one I started when I was in Canada. And then, so Jeune Fille is going to go on my artist series list, even though it wasn't on there originally, but it is an artist that I've never done any of her work before, so she's going on that list. Because I am going to be doing a goals update here pretty soon to share with you guys how I've done, so be watching for that. So I think I'm doing good for the month of February. I don't think I went over budget. I've gotten some kits completed, so I'm feeling pretty good. But this one, like I said, kind of got shoved to the back burner because I was working on the Jeune Fille. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get her finished. I don't know that I'll get it finished by the end of February because I've only got a couple of days left, but I am feeling pretty good about how much I've managed to get done in just the short time that I've been working on it. Now, granted, most of my work at this point, because I've been concentrating on these big sections, is multi-placing. It admittedly is going to be slower going when I get into the nitty-gritty of the rest of the canvas. However, I've done quite a bit of the outlining in a couple of sections already, so it's just going to be me going back and kind of adding in colors. And that's going to be the fun part because I bought all those ABs that I'm going to be sticking in here, there, and everywhere, which was another reason I decided to go ahead and do the black first because I thought, you know, it'll just be... Okay, I would swear I dropped a black one, but I don't see it. Where did it go? I guess I'm losing my mind. I thought I dropped one, but... Oh, there it is. You guys, drills are flying everywhere. Anyway, I'm trying to treat this one like Jess said. You know, you go in, fill in all the black, and then it's like filling in a coloring book. You've done all the outlines, and then you can fill in all the colored drills. So that's how I'm trying to think of this one. And like I said, I know it's been going a lot faster because I'm doing multi-placing and filling in all of the big black spaces. But a drill is a drill is a drill, right? It all counts. It all counts for my hours. It all counts towards getting something done. And like I always say, you know, my events that I do, I'm not competing for prizes or anything like that. I simply do it for the feeling of camaraderie, you know, that way when I'm posting on Instagram or whatever, there's other people posting about the same thing, so I can see other people's posts. People can see my posts, you know, it's something current and relevant, and it's just more fun that way, right? because we're all kind of working on the same thing. So yeah, if I don't get it done by the end of February, which I likely won't, it's not going to be the end of the world. I hopefully will get it done not too long after the end of February, and then I can hop into the 2 canvases that I'm going to be doing for March. My goal, my artist series goal had 20 canvases on it. Now, am I going to get those exact 20 canvases done? No, probably not. But what I did was set up my goal of try to do 2 a month, right? Then at the end of the year, that would be 24. So even if I had some bigger canvases in the mix, I've got, a couple of months leeway where if I only do 1 for the artist series in that particular month, it's okay. And I think I'm on track for that so far. And the ones that I'm going to be doing in March are, I don't think either one of them is big. I need to double check them, but I put out posts on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I put out polls asking people which ones they thought I should do. So I put it out on my YouTube community post. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. If you want to vote, go ahead. I have 2 mermaid kits, and I'm going to be doing a kit for mermaids and magic. And so I wanted to know which ones you thought I should do. One of them is called Phoebe and Beauregard from Diamond Art Club, and it's a newer kit. I bought it, I think it bought it either Black Friday or Cyber Monday last year. So, just a couple of months ago. And the other one is also a Black Friday purchase, but from Dreamer Designs, and it's one called Patience. And it's a kit that's been around for a while. I've seen other people do it, but I didn't have a mermaid kit, and I knew I wanted to do Mermaids and Magic this year. Also, I was looking for something at the time. Dreamer Designs was having their buy one, get one 70% off sale for Black Friday, and I needed another kit. And I had never done any of her artwork before, so another one of those kits that kind of ticks several boxes for me, so I got that one. So trying to figure out which one of those I want to do. So far, it seems pretty even. It was a dead heat on Instagram. It looks pretty even on Facebook. I think the Diamond Art Club one was slightly ahead on YouTube. So if you guys want to go vote on that, and then probably here after, well, after today, after Sunday, I will make a decision about what I'm going to do, and then I will share that with you in a future video. But yeah, I would love to know what you guys think. So if you're not in the Facebook group, please go join that. It is ever growing. Also, if you're already in the Facebook group, guys, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? I am admittedly not a Facebook person, but I do enjoy interacting with people, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. So, let me know if you think there's things I'm missing, things I'm doing right that you'd like to see me keep doing. I also have a Facebook page if you want to join that. Although admittedly, I think I'm more active in my group than I am on the page. So maybe that's something I should take a look at as well. You guys, I need a social media manager. I don't have enough of a following to justify paying for one, but man, when you're a small content creator or even, a small business owner, you have to wear so many hats and trying to figure out some of this stuff, especially when it comes to technology and social media and keeping up with all of the new things that they come out with constantly. Yeah, it's just kind of crazy. I'm constantly on Google going, how do I do this? How do I do that? Because well, a lot of it is just not intuitive to me. I mean, I like to think that I'm pretty tech savvy, but I don't think I'm as good at social media as I probably need to be. Although admittedly, I have purposely not done as much as I probably could because as always, we're waiting on the government for our PR. I really want to open a small shop. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to do that here. And then we move, and then I've got to move everything and move the business and all of that. And logistically, I just think it would be a nightmare for me to do that now and then have to move everything when we move to Canada. But then there's a part of me that's like, maybe I should just go ahead and do it because that'll be the thing that, I'll open it and then the government will be like, oh, sorry you had to wait so long. Here you go. Whereas if I don't do it, I'm going to be stuck in this limbo forever. Does it feel like that to you guys? Is that how it works sometimes? Where you're like, I'm waiting on this, so I'm not going to do it. And then as soon as you're like, "Oh, I'm tired of waiting, I'm gonna do this," then that thing happens and you're like, "Ugh, it's getting kinda chilly in here." I usually am warm enough in my studio once I'm filming with the lights on, but with our heater not running, yeah, there is a definite chill in the air. My husband's just like, "Well, just take a heater in there with you." And I'm like, "Yeah, that doesn't really work because it's noisy. You guys have to listen to the background noise." My son is he came up and I was like, "Yeah, our heat's out." And he's like, "Oh, am I gonna have hot water?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I had hot water for my shower. I guess try it and we'll see." So I'm hoping that's it. I mean, like I said, we have electric heaters, so we can keep everything that needs to be kept warm, warm. My husband's already set one up downstairs where all of our pipes are, just in case. It's first thing in the morning. I don't think it's going to get cold enough outside that we're in danger of the pipes freezing inside. But yeah, again, it's one of those, whoo, you don't know what you got till it's gone kind of things because it's definitely a little chilly in here, even with all my lights running. So you guys can see how fast this is going. I filled in this little whole curly Q section here, finished this. I've made pretty good inroads on this section here. I think I'm going to do some of this like feathers. I think these are feathers, like she had feathered wings behind her. So I'm going to fill in some of that. But once again, yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised at how good these black drills have been. Because one of the reasons, like I said, I was avoiding it was because I thought they were going to be just a lot of trash and I was going to be really frustrated spending all my time kind of sorting through them. And it hasn't been like that at all. So I'm wondering if that reputation for bad drills was just squares. Because I can tell you my Hannah Lynn that I bought around the same time, boy howdy, that one about drove me bananas. Of course, I was a very new diamond painter when I did The Good Witch. So yeah, it's been weird kind of all around. YouTube has made a lot of changes. I don't know if you guys have seen, I have tried doing shorts and I'm going to be trying to do some more of them. Uh, oh, that's an idea. You guys leave me a comment down below. If you look at shorts, what would you like to see? That being said, I know that there are those of you who only like the long form videos, and don't worry, those are not going away. I will still be doing my kind of bread and butter videos. You will still be seeing unboxings, kit ups, kit downs, WIP and chats, all the typical diamond painting stuff. Unfortunately, because, YouTube is a platform that, I mean, it's just kind of the way social media works. I know a lot of us don't think of YouTube as social media, but it really pretty much is. And they're competing with other platforms for eyeballs. So they're constantly coming out with new things like shorts. It's a way to compete with TikTok. So they're really pushing it on creators. Part of that is, also a way for me to get eyeballs on my other videos, my long form videos. So I'm going to have a mix of both. If you don't like shorts, don't watch them. Won't hurt my feelings a bit. I don't myself watch a ton of shorts. I watch them every once in a while, but not a lot. I myself prefer the long form videos. Yeah, it's just for me to be relevant for the YouTube algorithm, I need to make some. So I'm going to be doing that. But I still want to make them interesting, informative, helpful, whatever. I started my 10-second tip series. If you guys haven't seen any of those, I'll link to one of those where I basically, like it says, try to give you a tip in 10 seconds of something diamond painting related. And I'm going to continue those. I've got ideas for all kinds of other videos as well. Like I said, I'll still be doing the bread and butter ones. I want to revisit some things that I've done previously. Like I'm thinking maybe I'm going to do another wax test and see if my previous comparison holds up. I want to do some comparison videos. So I've got some of those planned. My artist series, of course. Yeah, just trying to keep things shiny and new, as the Love Boat would say. Sorry for subjecting you to my singing. Anyway, I've gotten so off tangent here. See, this is why I have notes, because it's stream of consciousness. Woo, it's really stream of consciousness, guys. I'm jumping around today. I apologize, but yeah, it's just been one of those weeks. Maybe I'll get back into my routine next week. I've decided that's that's just, you know, when you find something that works for you, you got to embrace it, right? And I am just one of those people that I need routines. It keeps me focused, it keeps me balanced. That's part of the reason I like planners. So I need to set myself up for success, as they say. I have been working on some new things, you guys. I made some new diamond painting stickers, and I'll throw a picture over there of what I made. I'm going to be making some more, but I'm curious what you guys think. They are, oh, probably 2 inches by 2 inches. And I just made them on my regular sticker paper, so they're not shiny or fancy. So let me know also down in the comments below, is that something you guys would be interested in my future store? Is that something you'd like to see me include in like my random acts of kindness? I am still working on those. You guys, I finally got all the kits from the 12 Days of Christmas delivered. So that was done. Whew. And I enjoyed it, but man, I really never thought I would have that much trouble getting people to contact me after they won something. I mean, I'm still going to do contests and have that kind of thing, but yeah, it was kind of crazy to me that I had so many people sign up and then so many people not contact me after they won something. But I guess that's just how it goes. I mean, if it was me personally and I had entered, I'd be checking back every time to be like, oh, did I win? Did I win? But I'm also not somebody who actually enters a bunch of those things anyway, so maybe I wouldn't do that. I don't know. I feel like I would, because if I took the time to actually enter, it would be something I wanted to win, you know what I mean? Yeah, just kind of crazy. I sat down and started doing this kit, and I just pulled the black and I started, you know, okay, here's my little white dot symbol, started plugging it in. And then I just had one of those panic moments where it was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even look at the key. This is where black goes, right? And then I was like, it's Diamond Art Club. Of course it is. But then I'm doubting myself, so I had to go double check it. Because there are other kits that use this same symbol for black. Wouldn't it be nice if they all used the same symbol? Like every company used the same symbol. So like this white circle and a black square was always black for every single kit you did. Make it less confusing, especially if you switch companies a lot. I get why it's not like that, but you guys, I'm getting kind of antsy too. Oh, I got some new stuff the other day, and I wanted to start a new project, but this is why I need routines, you guys, because my brain is like, oh, new shiny, let's go work on that. And then halfway through that, I'm like, oh, this is a new shiny, let's go work on that. I need to get some things done before I move on to the next thing. But that doesn't mean that I don't have ideas for the next thing. I'm still waiting for my Craftably kits to show up. I think everything else that I've ordered has arrived. I told you guys I ordered some of those new Paint Gem mini sets. I might, between this kit and starting my mermaid kit for next month, I might take a short break and do one of my Paint Gem mini sets. I've got 4 different sets to pick from, but they look so cute. I really want to do the rainbow one, but I kind of want to save that one for Pride Month. But I've seen a lot of people doing the little ocean one that I got, and I also have the dog one, so I need to do that. That would be fun. That'd be a nice little kit, nice little palette cleanser to do all those little kits before I jump into something else. I've got some other smaller kits I need to do too. I really need to work on that rabbit for my sister. Do you guys remember the rabbit I got? That's a cute little rabbit with the glasses for her little collection. She wants me to make another one for her office at work. And I have the kit. I just have been so busy doing other things, I haven't gotten around to it. Okay, so I'm still going to work on her feathers. I think I've gotten most of that over there done. Yeah, let me just finish up this little section over here. It is kind of fun to do all these little lines and then think, okay, when I'm done with this, I just have to go back and fill in the colors, because I think that'll go faster. And also part of the reason I did it was because now that I've got everything filled in except colors, I'm hoping that's going to make it easier for me to figure out where I want to add in my ABs, rather than just looking at this huge giant blank canvas and trying to figure out what goes where. Now it'll be a little more apparent. This is this color, so I want to use this AB, or I don't want to use an AB in this section because it might look funny. which is why I opted not to use any ABs at all in the black and just leave it. I love the black ABs, but they tend to be kind of give it that oily color, that oily blue, purplish, iridescent. Yeah, just looks oily. And I didn't want that. I do want this black to kind of fade into the background. And I want her face and the owl and everything to kind of be the focus. So I didn't want to put any black ABs in the background for that reason. But I really, really, really want to try out some of these cool copper ABs that I got from DP with Sparklers with this kit. So I can't wait to get done with the black and kind of have enough of this finish that I can focus on some of that. And like I said, it's going quickly because I'm focusing on, it's just this one color. It's really background stuff. So I don't have a lot of, other things that I'm putting in. I'm able to multi-place, so it's going a lot faster. I'm hoping doing it this way also makes it faster because, like I said, now that I've got everything filled in, but those, like it'll be very easy to see, okay, my V's go here, now I need my X's, etc. And I think too that this, I don't know what it is now that I think about it actually. I don't know if it's the goals that I picked this year. I don't know if it's that I'm just kind of giving myself the freedom to adjust my goals as you guys all encouraged me to do this year. I've really enjoyed the diamond painting. I think at the end of last year, I was forcing myself to try and get so many things done that I was getting really burnt out, and just kind of stepping back and, cutting down on the number of goals I had for myself, really thinking about, what did I want to get out of it, not just pick some goals so I have some things to talk about in my diamond painting videos, but what really do I want to accomplish this year in diamond painting? I'm still, also always working towards that mastery, like I said. Oh, one of the stickers I made says professional diamond painter, and it's this cute little unicorn doing a dab. But honestly, I wish, man, how do you get that job? Like there has to be people over like in China who that's what they do for a living, like people who make the test kits for people who, sell kits. Or does like Diamond Art Club employ someone who makes their kits? Because if so, how do you get that job? Because I want it. But anyway, I say that. Maybe I don't, because then you have to just do every kit that they put out, right? And I don't necessarily like every kit that Diamond Art Club puts out. Not that there's anything wrong with their kits, but sometimes it's just art that doesn't appeal to me. Everybody has their own tastes. And like I said before, while I can admire, like, is it Enes Guerrero's or Guerrero? I don't, anyway, the one that did Artemisa. While I can appreciate that kind of gothic, dark style of art, it's not something that typically appeals to me and that I would want to do and or hang up in my house. But I mean, that doesn't mean that's bad. It's just something that doesn't appeal to me personally. That's, I think, one of the things I like about diamond painting. I mean, you find a piece of art that you really like and away you go. That's one of the things I still need to do too. I want to go find some public domain art that I really like and have somebody make it as a custom, because once they make it as a custom, then maybe they'll make it for other people. Because I think there's some really nice art out there that hasn't been really made use of yet. Like there's tons of Van Gogh. Mucha seems to be a popular one for a lot of people. I know when Tiny Worlds of Wonder was doing the Summer with the Masters, there was a lot of people who got interested in those kind of kits. And I find them on, the budget diamond painting companies have taken it up because people are interested in them. They sell, so people will do them. I just wish there was more choices sometimes, because I think there's plenty out there to pick from, but I think maybe the people who make diamond paintings or even some of these budget companies just don't know where to go to look for that kind of art. It doesn't occur to them, I guess. I mean, I get why Disney is popular, but yeah, not something a lot of us YouTubers can do with all the copyright restrictions. I keep trying to find some stuff from Diamond Dots, because Diamond Dots does get licenses with like Star Wars and I don't know if they have any Disney licenses. I can't remember if I've seen anything from Diamond Dots from Disney. Because admittedly, when I'm shopping for that kind of stuff, a lot of times I just automatically skip over it because Disney and things like that in my mind are stuff that I'm not going to be able to show on the channel. So anyway, that's the bad part about doing filling in all this black. It's like I got to go back. Okay, did I miss any of these? And I'm sure I'm going to find some as I go back through that I have missed some. But I want to try and get the majority of them filled in. And then, like I said, I can just go back and treat it like a coloring book and fill in what I'm going to fill in. And maybe that's why I'm so excited for this one. I have those ABs I really want to try. I love steampunk. Steampunk has been a favorite of mine for a long time. So it just kind of combines all of those. And I get to count this as one of my Diamond Art Club challenge kits. I keep calling it a challenge. I don't know if it really is a challenge. Someone said it's like a diamond painting bingo card or something. And I'm not in the Diamond Art Club VIP group, so I don't know if it's something they put in the VIP group as like a bingo card or a challenge. So I'm just going to call it a challenge. If it's not that, I apologize. But anyway, someone told me there were 5 things on it, which doesn't seem like enough for a bingo card, which was what made me think it was a challenge. And I've done 2 of them already. One was a small one, so that's my Pixie Sticks Mermaid. One was one with no 310, so my Enchanted Forest that I finished with the adorable unicorns. That was that one. And then my oldest kit, which is this one. Although I'm assuming it has to be your oldest. I mean, I'm assuming if it's a Diamond Art Club challenge, they want all your kits to be Diamond Art Clubs. This is my oldest Diamond Art Club. It is also the oldest kit in my stash. It just so happens to also be a Diamond Art Club. I have one more that I bought at the same time as this one, which is a Spangler that I have not gotten to yet. So I will be doing that one soon probably too. It's really cute and I want to get it done. I was thinking about destashing, and then after I thought about destashing, I was immediately like, ooh, I should go to some of those destash places, groups, and find some that I wanted that I didn't get, that you can't get anymore. But honestly, I don't know if there are any of those. Like, I don't have a unicorn that I'm in search of. I think we talked about that before. The one I really wanted from Diamond Art Club was Flower Crazy, and they finally restocked it, so I have that one. Oraloa hasn't restocked the Canadian one that I really want. And you know, if I don't get it, then that's okay. Although I forgot about that one when I was talking about the D-Stash, so maybe I should go look and see if anybody in one of those D-Stash groups has that one. Because I would love that one. But if I don't get it, you know, yeah, that's life, right? You don't get everything you want. That's not how life works. At least it isn't for me. If it works like that for you, go you. Trying to look here and see what little pieces I've missed in the feathers here, because I'm sure I've missed some, and fill them in as I'm talking. Because I've just got a little bit more up here to finish and a little bit more up there, and then I'm pretty much done with all the big multi-place sections of black. I mean, I could go over and do part of her eye because there's a little bit of multi-placing black in there, but I think after this, I'm going to be done enough that I can start working on colors, which means I can start adding in ABs, which makes my heart happy. I've been enjoying, I've got 6 drills on here. I'm trying to find a place where I can put 6 drills. I have been enjoying my diamond painting, even though I have also been rushing so far this year. Like I said, I threw the June Fee in there. I had not intended to do that one. So I kind of felt like I was, you know, rushing to get that one done because I wanted to show it to you guys. But even at that, you know, kind of going off script a little bit, throwing some things in, I've still really been enjoying it. Was not the case at the end of last year. Like I said, I don't know why I got so burnt out. I don't know if I was trying to do too many kits. I don't know if I was trying to do too many things in, you know, regular life on top of diamond painting life. I don't know. I don't know if that was just, you know, sometimes you just get burnt out on stuff. But I'm still having fun, so I'm still going. I would like to go further. I just am hesitant to do it, like I said, until we kind of know what's happening with our PR application. but I'm also rapidly approaching my I'm just going to jump in and do it phase because I'm tired of waiting. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm and this kit especially, I'm really enjoying because it's going really fast, which is also helpful. So I don't know, maybe that's what you need to do if you get burnt out. Just take a break. Oh, you guys, I totally forgot that I meant to tell you, everyone talking about, fads and trying to stay relevant and all of that. Everybody is jumping on the Chat GPT wagon. If you haven't heard about Chat GPT is some AI, artificial intelligence program that somebody somewhere designed, I don't even know who, to do what? I'm not even really sure. I mean, I guess people think that we need robots to do everything. I don't know that I'm of that mind. I've looked at the AI art, and while I appreciate it for what it is, I also understand why a lot of artists don't like it and why they're upset about it. But I've also seen people do some really cool things with it. Do I think that AI is going to replace human artists? No, I don't. I don't. If you guys have ever seen I, Robot with Will Smith, if you haven't, go watch it. If you haven't read the book, read the book. Kind of a cautionary tale about what happens with robots and things. Or, what's Skynet from is that from Terminator, I think? Yeah, any of that kind of stuff. I just don't think, well, especially in the creative realm, I don't think robots are ever going to replace people. I think robots are great for repeated tasks or dangerous tasks, things like that. Exploration, mining, deep sea diving. Could we get robots to do all that kind of stuff? That'd be awesome. But creative endeavors, I don't know. Anyway, everybody's been all about Chat GPT, and even some of I watch YouTube RPG gamers. And so one of them that I was watching was using ChatGPT to basically write an RPG adventure. And it was really interesting. I can see how it would make the process faster. I've seen videos about people who are using AI to write children's books because children's books are short, relatively simple. You can use computer AI to do the pictures and then use an AI like ChatGPT to do the text. I can see how that works. Does that mean your book is going to be popular with kids? No. So I get it. And my son, from a student's perspective, oh well, now I can use ChatGPT to write papers and get around all of the plagiarism rules and checks that educational institutions have in place, because this robot's going to be doing it for it. And then he comes up so dejected the other day because somebody has designed a way for schools, educational institutions to check and see if something has been generated by ChatGPT, because of course that is not you writing something, that is you having a robot do it. So I don't know if like schools are going to have to rewrite rules now about, now you have to include using AI is considered not your own work. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. I'm not sad I'm missing that debate. Yeah, while I'm talking and thinking, I'm just trying to look through here and see if I got all of the black in this section. I think I did. Anyway, so I went out and tried it so that you guys didn't have to. Because I thought, well, I'll just, let me jump on this bandwagon and see if I can have it write me some scripts for diamond painting videos, right? And, I wanted it to write me a script for an unboxing video, write me a script for, my top 10 diamond painting tips, write me a script for the top 5 things to avoid. Those popular videos that you see in everything, not just diamond painting. And guys, let me tell you, one, it was cool. It did it. But for every top 10, tip, write me top 10 tips to diamond paint faster, top 10 tips for beginner diamond painters, top 10 tips for tools that you need. Pretty much every single answer it gave me included use a light pad, sort your drills, use wax to get your drills from, the jars onto the kit, and have fun. So I guess if you know those 4 things, use wax, use a light pad, which I don't think a light pad is necessary. I rarely use one, but I know a lot of people do. Sort your drills and have fun. I guess if you can remember those things, that's all you need to know. So I just thought it was kind of funny that maybe diamond painting is just such a niche thing that it doesn't have a lot of data to draw from. Maybe I'm the first diamond painting person to ask it questions. I don't know. And then I tried a different tack and asked it to write video titles for me, because titles are a big thing and a big way to attract people to your videos. Yeah, it was kind of the same thing. Every video kind of had the same title, no matter whether I was asking it for a title for a kit up video, an unboxing video, a WIP and Chat. They were all kind of the same. So I told my husband, yeah, I don't know if it doesn't have enough of a data pool to draw from because diamond painting is such a niche thing. But yeah, I tried it. So there, you guys don't have to now. Because it pretty much gives you those 4 answers and everything. So it was kind of crazy. But it was fun. And I'm going to go back and ask it other things besides just diamond painting later. Still waiting. I said before, I'm still waiting on my craftablies to show up. Not a big deal to me. They've been keeping people updated on their Facebook. I know they got a ton of orders, and so it's just taking them a while to ship it out. So I'm fine with waiting. But I've been seeing a lot of people saying that they've been getting there. So I was like, wonder when mine are going to get here. Maybe one of mine is one of those where they ran out of boxes or something. So they're having to kind of ship here, there, and everywhere as they can until they get enough boxes. Okay, I'm going to finish this little part up there. Let me finish this little section up here. And then I think I'm going to call it good that I have done most of the outlining that I want to do. And then I can actually move on to other colors. Oh, so exciting. Which will be kind of crazy because the black was exciting enough. I mean, I was really enjoying just doing this black. So, cool that I get to move on to other colors finally, but I was actually enjoying the black as well. Let me put these 2 here, and then I'm going to finish those 2 little ones. And then I think I'm going to call that good for today's WIP and Chat. You guys, honestly, I didn't write any scripts. I don't know if I forgot anything I wanted to talk about. If I did, oh well. Sorry it was such a stream of consciousness thing, but yeah, it's been one of those days. I am actually kind of cold sitting in here because our heat is not working. So I think I'm going to go check on my husband and see if he's gotten it to... We were able to get it to restart and it would run for a few minutes and then it would shut off, but that was at least keeping things a little bit warm. Even in here with my big studio lights, it's not that warm. So I'm going to go out into the other room where we have one of our space heaters set up and warm up a bit in there. Put my drills down. I keep saying I'm going to stop and then I keep drilling. All right. Let me zoom out here, you guys, so you can see. Okay, so you guys can see we've got all these lovely little curly cues coming off of the feather on her hat, her hair. But I've got this big chunk of black done. There were actually four big chunks of black kind of at each of the corners for background. So I'm done with those now. I'll probably go back and straighten a few of them. I can see while I'm in here with the big lights, see some spacing issues I need to sort out in a couple of places. Yeah, then I'm gonna start working on actual colors and placing some of my AB drills, which is super exciting. So yeah, I think I got all of the feathers. I think this feather and the one on the other side, I think I got most of the black done. And you can see over here, I started kind of outlining the black in her hair as I worked on this section down here. So yeah, I'm super stoked. You guys, if you're not on the Facebook group, check the links down below. Facebook group, Facebook page, and my Instagram, because I will be posting pictures as I work on this kit and as I get things done, especially the exciting ABs. I won't probably post like big shots to kind of show you the overall thing. I'll save that for the reveal when the kit is done. But to kind of show you where I'm putting some things, yeah, I'll definitely be posting that kind of stuff. So That's it for me today, guys. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.